Welcome back to Tutty Talk. This is episode 3 of our off-season program. I'm Devin.
I'm Gifford.
And today we are going to be going over our top 3 running backs for the fantasy football season, our sleeper picks, and finally our rookie picks. To start it off, I'm going to go with the Lions' second-year running back, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Gibby.
Breakout was last year. He began it last year, and it will be continuing this year.
Slow start last year.
I mentioned it last episode. The Lions have the best offensive line in the league, and that's just going to contribute more and more to Gibbs' production. I have a fascination with Detroit, if you couldn't tell by now.
You do.
Amon-Ra and Gibbs, two of my favorite.
You moved on from the Eagles to Detroit now.
Yes, I know. And it's you got to find your second favorite team.
Sure.
Every year. It's got to be something new. Monty is another year older. I believe they will trust Gibbs more and more throughout the year, as they did toward the end of the year when Montgomery got hurt. I do believe that David Montgomery still has some productive years maybe in him, but this is Jahmyr Gibbs' team, and he will prove it this year.
I agree. I'm going to start off with Breece Hall. Now, Breece Hall last year was injury plagued, as well as Aaron Rodgers. And he reminds me a lot in that system of Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones produced a lot for multiple years. And I think Breece Hall is just more explosive. And I think he's just faster than Aaron Jones. He is a great pass catcher from the backfield. And I think he's going to rush for over 1,200 yards this year. So be on the lookout for Breece Hall cracking the top 3 fantasy football running backs.
I like that you said, I think that he's faster than Aaron Jones.
Most definitely.
As if that's not a guaranteed. That is a fact.
Most definitely faster than a prime Aaron Jones.
Breece Hall, I absolutely see it. I mean, I would have taken him if you didn't, so I like it. I had him last year, and unfortunately, those are the dark times. We don't talk about that too much.
We don't.
Another guy that I had last year and that I'm picking this year, Bijan Robinson.
Shocking.
Top 5 offensive line this year. And really the biggest factor in me choosing Bijan, Arthur Smith is gone. Thank God.
Your coach of the year pick last year?
Yes. And I'm eating my words there. I have egg on my face for picking Arthur Smith last year. The bad man is finally gone. Arthur Smith, get out of here. I think that Bijan can be top 3 in the league this year. Blind faith will get you anywhere. I tell that to everybody. Kirk is going to take a lot of pressure off of Bijan, even if he's just average. And yes, he might miss a few games in the beginning. I don't actually know that situation fully. There might have been some tampering stuff.
And I did hear he was a little banged up as well.
Oh, well, anyway, he's going to be better than Desmond Ridder. So
that's for sure.
That's easy. Honestly, I think that he's a dual threat and has CMC potential.
My second pick is going to be Kyren Williams. Now, hear me out on this. Much like Justin Jefferson last year, I'm pretty sure Kyren Williams was close to 1,000 yards or over 1,000 yards in a handful of games. The man was injured for half the year last year. He forcibly pushed Cam Akers to Minnesota. Special talent. When he played the Seahawks in week 1 of last year, I was like, who the fuck is Kyren Williams? Just eating us up.
And he showed us.
And he just continued week after week after week. He has taken Cooper Kupp's role as the number 2 option on that offense. And with Stafford getting older, they're going to have to run the ball more. And I think Kyren Williams is going to continue to be a force to be reckoned with for years to come.
Those are some big words about Cooper Kupp. I've seen everything from, the guy's washed to he might.
I did not say.
Not from you.
Okay.
But from other people saying that he's washed or he could repeat as the top wide receiver in the league. I don't think he's there anymore. I think the truth lies somewhere in the middle.
Puka will have something to say about that.
I think so.
Yeah.
I really like the Kyren Williams pick, but if Blake Corum comes in and he can produce, Kyren might be in a timeshare there. So I don't know if he has the top 3 make this year.
We shall see.
He does have potential. For my number 1, I am going, I shouldn't say number 1. I'll say one of the top 3. They are interchangeable. Saquon Barkley, welcome to the Eagles. He now has a top 2 O-line. It's a much different team than the Giants.
Yes.
I think he's very happy to be there based on, how he has been this offseason. It was a big trade piece, and they will use him 100%. They will run him into the ground. Hurts vultures touchdowns when they're at the 1 yard line. I heard this about DeAndre Swift last year. He had a ton of carries at the 5 where he brought them down to the 1. That's where Jalen Hurts takes them. I don't think Saquon is going to get stopped at the 1. I think he's making it all the way in. He's going to get the opportunities. He's going to get the touchdowns. He has potential of being number 1.
Easily. Outside of CMC, of course. But we both agreed to not put CMC on the list for obvious reasons. He's just a cheat code every year.
He's obviously number 1.
He's obviously number 1. But my number 1 is going to be Devon A-Train. A-Chain.
A-Train. I like A-Train.
A-Train averaged a fucking 8.7 yards per carry last year as a rookie. Unbelievable.
He just gets it.
He had 11 touchdowns and was injured for the majority of the year, similar to Kyron, but I think he's just more explosive. He's the most explosive running back in the league, possibly the fastest. Raheem Mostert is 32 years of age, and it is time for him to take a back seat. I don't care if Mostert gets some of the touches, but A-Chain needs to be the back in that explosive offense, and he needs to take off because he is special. I could just see it. Every time he gets the ball, it's a first down. Fuck. I mean, it's basically a touchdown. So Devon A-Chain is going to be my number 1 pick.
I should get it out there that it's Devon A-Chan.
A-Chan.
A-Chan. Those are our top running backs. Again, mine were Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, and Saquon Barkley. His were Breece Hall, Kyron Williams, and Devon A-Chan. We will see who does better in the coming months.
We shall see.
Again, CMC's out of there. Moving on to our top sleeper running back. For me, this is outside of the top 24 I went with. So I'm going with Gus Edwards, which is, I don't know. A lot of my sleeper picks I'm not super confident in this year. Let's be honest. Last year I hit it on the head. Hit the nail on the head, but this year I don't see it.
Going with the bus.
Gus Bus as Edwards. He is running back 35 on Yahoo right now.
Wow.
He's coming back from injury again because that's what he does. But he will improve as the year goes on because, I mean, they're going to ease him in. That's just how injuries work. Harbaugh will use all of his backs, but I think that Gus is going to lead that backfield and he will have some productive weeks. I think that he could be top 24. I mean, being drafted as RB35, that's not super hard.
Well, with that top 24 rule, I'm going to cut off my exceptions or special mentions. I was going to say K9 and Ramondre, but they are obviously in the top 24. This man might be in the top 24, but I think a lot of people are going to sleep on this. Jaylen Warren. Now, last year, the man averaged 5.2 yards per carry, way better efficiency than Najee. And I think it's Najee time to sit down. He needs to sit down. He's not productive anymore. And his most productive week of the season was against us. So that says a lot. I think Najee is a lost cause, and Jaylen Warren needs to step in. He needs to help Russ with that offense, with George Pickens being the only option wide receiver-wise. And I think he gives them a spark. I think he can be an electric force for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year.
I think we agree there on the Najee hate.
Yes.
He's never shown it to me, and I've never liked him.
He's done for.
For top rookies, I am going with at the moment, a third stringer, Marshawn Lloyd. He is on the Green Bay Packers, but they don't really have any great options. I mean,
not high on.
There's a lot of Josh Jacobs truthers out there. I am not one of them.
Me neither. His yards per carry is going down.
He had one fluke year where, yes, he was the best in the league, but not going to happen. Not going to happen. I liked Green Bay's offense. Once Marshawn Lloyd gets a chance, I think that he's going to continue working in there. He will see more carries than A.J. Dillon. You can mark that. I just believe in Marshawn Lloyd, and I'm excited to see what he does in the preseason here coming up in the next few days.
That's very fair. That honestly is. I am going to go against your sleeper pick here, and I'm going to pick Kimani Vidal. Now, Kimani Vidal is going to possibly be the RB2 behind Gus Edwards in Los Angeles. But as you said, Harbaugh likes to run the football down your throat. With Herbert taking a step back with his weapons this year, I think Vidal can be more explosive than Gus Bus. I mean, Gus Bus runs like 2 miles per hour. I can't say anything because my 40 sucks. But
buses don't move too fast.
Buses don't move too fast. They run people over, but they don't run too fast. So I think Gus Bus could be a red zone running back, but I think Vidal could take the majority of the carries away from Gus Bus and be an impact rookie off rip.
And that's it for the running backs of the 2024 offseason program from us at Tutty Talk. I'm Devin.
I'm Gifford.
And we will see you in episode 4 where we talk about the tight ends.
See you then.
Bye.